For the last couple of years now, I've been having issues trying to use a PS4 controller to play games on my PC. I mean, CSGO is just unplayable with a controller for one thing. But for another thing, I just bought a gamepad that mimics the PS4 controller, and I still am getting issues trying to use this controller. Not because of the controller works just fine, and it kind of works with the game, but the problem is, for whatever reason, games have this bizarre thing where they only show you Xbox symbols. It's like, I know for a fact that my DualShock is better than the Xbox controller because the Xbox controller is just schizophrenic. But for example, with QuickTime events, like why are there QuickTime events on the PC version if my controller is fucked? It doesn't match the Xbox controller. Pretty much every controller, every gamepad controller I can think of mimics the DualShock. But game developers are using Xbox. It's just, why are these games so poorly optimized that they don't use like controller symbols as fonts? Why don't I get why can't I get the right symbols? It's just like this major part of the gameplay that's gonna fuck up my experience completely, but nobody gives a shit. It's like, it's not even a thing that's being discussed. Why? Why though? And games that should have controller support, games that I'm, like Lara Croft 2013, Tomb Raider, I have fond memories of playing it on my PS4. Yet for some reason, despite downloading it and playing it, I cannot get my controller to work on it. Dishonored, my controller doesn't work on it. Like, what is that? Like, I tried that 360 CE program thing. Why do game developers make us go through this whole hassle that should take them maybe 2 hours of programming to fix? And if it's not 2 hours of programming, then why is it not 2 hours of programming? Like, slap on a font for the controller scheme. Like, how hard is that? Like, do you need to make it hashtags? I don't get it. Why? Why this? It's such a strange thing. And it's gonna bug me for years, and it's been bugging me for years, and I don't get it. Even the best game of the lot, even The Witcher. The Witcher. I love playing Witcher with the PS4 controller. But despite having the Game of the Year edition, sometimes it shows me instructions based on my controller, but when I go to the menu, when I go to update my skills, it shows me instructions in the Xbox, with the Xbox symbols. I shit you not, for 50 hours, I did not realize what was wrong with the whole abilities tree. Like, I did not realize that you have to press the square instead of the X to get the abilities. I thought it was like something about the level or something. I don't know, but it was so weird, and I was being lazy and I didn't look it up, and it was just, why? Like, why? I want to play games so I can be lazy and fuck around. Other than that, I want to play games so they're fun or challenging. I don't want to pause my game to look up how to the 5 or 6 dozen steps to fixing my PC not connecting to my controller issue. It's so stupid. It's so stupid. Why? Why though? Why? Why this? It's so confusing to me.